Now, Jet 24's Mike Venner with sports.
Welcome on in. It's time for sports. We continue our Erie Chapter Sports Hall of Fame Class of 2020 profiles by featuring local boxing legend, the one, the only, mighty Mike Maggio.
At 10 years old, my first fight, I tasted my own blood for the first time. And I knew right then and there I was going to be a championship fighter at 10 years old. And I lived my life to be that.
Inspired by his father, Joe Maggio, as well as his uncle Phil, along with the support of a big family, Erie's own mighty Mike Maggio began a boxing career that would land him in 3 Hall of Fames by the age of 50.
I was at my uncle's house, and I was punching because he had boxing gloves, and his buddy was up there. He goes, that kid can't hit. He says, well, let him punch you in the stomach. I punched him and dropped him, and he said, man, you can really hit hard. You should do this. So I got in touch with Danny Carr, that created American Gladiators and the Lower East Side Sports Center.
The 1988 Strong Vincent graduate began his amateur boxing career with a gaudy 57-5 record, and he knew he was destined for great things ahead.
I threw 100 punches around in every fight I ever fought, and if you can last with me, God bless you.
Winning 4 state Golden Glove titles from 1988 to 1992, Maggio was able to take his talents overseas, representing the United States in the ring, competing in Stockholm, Sweden. The well-traveled boxer was able to spend his professional career competing against and learning from some of the legends of the sport, including Roberto Duran.
Lessons and learned from Duran, Camacho, the people that I had the pleasure of being around, Oscar De La Hoya, Shane Mosley, heavyweight champ of the world, John Ruiz. Now, they put me and Oscar De La Hoya in the ring together. We had a little beef against each other. And he's a great fighter. I take nothing from him. And we went toe-to-toe. We were trying to hurt one another. They threw us both out of the gym for the day, and we couldn't go to any of the functions or for a day or so.
Maggio enjoyed a lot of success in the early 90s, but there were certainly sacrifices made along the way.
My coach, Matt DeForce, did so much for me in my life. Having a big family that he did have, and what he gave up to be with me, I love him. He's family forever.
And a lot of pain involved with making it toward the top.
As professionals, 15 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 10 knockouts. And what ended my career is I got hurt in the 2nd round, and I tore that nerve in my back and neck. There's no give in me. And I went 5 more rounds with a burnt nerve through my back and neck, and it cost me my career.
Inducted into the Lower East Side Sports Center Hall of Fame in 2013, as well as the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Hall of Fame in 2015, Mighty Mike certainly has the battle scars to back up a Hall of Fame career that now includes the Erie Metro chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame.
I had this shoulder done. I had my lower back done. I've had 8 kidney stone surgeries, eye surgery, nose surgery. I had an apicoectomy. Couple of ear stuff surgeries, and I don't regret any of it. But my world title is my wife. That's my championship title, and my daughters. And I have no regrets. And the best thing in life, live it to the fullest every day, because tomorrow's not promised. I am 110% one of the blessed people you ever met in your life. And I'm proud to be mighty.